A look from downtown Petco Park. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, a guy that's looking to turn things around right now is Alexi Ramirez. He's been atrocious when it matters most, hitting under 200 with runners in scoring position. If he wants to help this team win ball games, he's got to become a better run producer than he's been so far this season.
Luke Wada will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a start.
Kyle Seager will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Pulled toward right center field. Austin will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mariners are on top, 1-0. Jason steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now.
Austin.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. Hey! They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt, Hillsdale gets pretty favorable reviews from all parties. I think some pitchers wish he'd give a little more on the corners, but he's usually right more often than they are.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hot shot to third. Seager has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail this one 1-0. In now, Dustin Ackley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Austin on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, guys, Yonder Alonso is a bit of a lumbering first baseman, and he's struggled with injury problems in the past. He's in the lineup more for his bat than what he provides defensively, as most first basemen are. But
Alex Avila is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Austin is in pursuit. 1 out.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning. Pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Jay Austin
Leading
is
off
set
the
to
fourth
lead
for the
us off
Padres.
in the home half of the fourth
Center
inning.
fielder,
And you know, guys, I
number
love a guy
21.
like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First
Ball
pitch
that's
here misses
outside.
wide, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Hernandez into the windup. 2-0 on its way. 2-1 after the foul ball there. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Popped up. Seager is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 1.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Dustin Ackley stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And the pitch on 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Austin sprinting after it. Oh, and he botches it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So just like that, there's a runner at third with 2 away as we give you a look there at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Jay Austin will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hernandez comes set. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hernandez will get ready to deliver pitch number 75 so far. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Manny Morales will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. There's a good fastball from Hernandez that time. Strike one.
And these Padres have not really had that one key hit yet. And this would be a perfect spot here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
And Hernandez will go to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Chase Headley strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Now a move over to first. Oh, he's in. And he'll get back in safely. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Campbell has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Second baseman Robinson Cano stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Now this is popped meekly in the air, playable on the infield. Escobar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. It's the Mariners 3 and the Padres nothing. Jay Austin will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
There's a good fastball from Hernandez that time. Strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
The 0-1 pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And another foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. And guys, not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 3-0. So long from San Diego.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Padres, no runs.
Coming to you from Sinite, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. It's the first of a brief 2-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Seattle Mariners. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Taijuan Walker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1.3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Jay Austin will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Well, he had a little bit of a rough one yesterday, but this is a guy they're counting on. He's driven in 9 runs over his last 10 games.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
and they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Walker comes set. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Campbell ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jay Austin, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Ball one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to Smoke. Gets a double play.
The batter, number 1.
And this just has highlight reel written all over it. Look at the dive to get to this thing, and then he doesn't even bother getting up. Just flip it from his belly and get the double play started.
Leading off the inning, Jeff Mathis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Cabrera ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
We'll show you this delivery again in show motion. I mean, this is a big guy out there, and he relies on throwing a good, hard fastball. So he's got to have everything in perfect alignment to get those few extra miles per hour. And that's part of what makes it.
Jay Austin strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Four runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Too high. And it's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Floyd pauses. Here's the 3-0. And that's over. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Manny Morales gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams. And he pulls into second with a hard-hit double right here.
Robinson Cano will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Austin giving chase. He's got it 1 away.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Jay Austin digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Padres lead it 8-0. Corey Hart will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Porcello's ready. Here's the 1-1. On the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Jay Austin will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Tough to end an inning on a better play than this as he takes this one right out of the air. It's back to Seattle right after this. At the plate, Jeff Mathis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that came after a long battle at the plate, and he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Holiday. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. He's around first on his way to second now.
The shortstop.
So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Mike Zunino gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Padres win it 10-2. Good night from Seattle.
The final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious San Diego Padres. 10 runs, 17 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Rick Porcello. His record is now 5-5.
From the home of the Mariners, 1999. There's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Seattle Mariners. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, they've got to be happy with the performance they're getting from that 8-hole right now. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Hisashi Iwakuma is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something.
Jay Austin will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Nope,
fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Manny Morales will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt, Hillsdale gets pretty favorable reviews from all parties. I think some pitchers wish he'd give a little more on the corners, but he's usually right more often than they are.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, how about Cano? He's out.
Oh, nice pick.
Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Mike Zunino gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Holiday's after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Will Campbell will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Drilled right back up the middle, and the Mariners have themselves their first base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Jay Austin will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Jay Austin.
Iwakuma steps into the wind. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee-high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category as his total is currently tops on the Padre ball club.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Now a move over to first.
No, he's safe.
And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch on its way. Manny Morales will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball so he can throw a guy out. Hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Iwakuma a look to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Hit down the third base line. There is Seager. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 10, Matt Holliday.
So 2 are gone in the Padre 4th. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And it's quickly 0-2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Padres leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Jay Austin will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And these Padres have not really had that one key hit yet. And this would be a perfect spot here.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. The second for 1.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Manny Morales will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Iwakuma comes set, and the pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. No runs on 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres.
He's
and
safe.
A dive, but he's back in there.
Just checking.
Another throw
No, he's
over.
safe.
Runner back safely. Runners up. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, with one away in the inning, they're thinking they'd like to get a second runner into scoring position. And that was wishful thinking because a good throw takes care of him trying to steal second.
Now to the plate, Kyle Blanks. He drew a walk his first time up. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on him.
Kyle Seager will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing and a drive and a ball sent out to deep left center field. This is into the bullpen, a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Jay Austin will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Iwakuma gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. David Gonzalez will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
David Gonzalez.
Manny Morales will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Nobody out, runner on first. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And, in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a stolen base anyway. But you can see here in show motion, he looks like he's caught off guard behind the plate to begin with. And then he sort of fumbles the exchange from glove to hand. And at that point, just forget about it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And with just a 2-run lead, this normally wouldn't be a workaround spot. I just think he's having trouble throwing strikes.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Pickoff move to second, and the runner back safely. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back. No one out with a runner at second. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Wow, talk about a difference that 24 hours makes. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
Charlie Furbush will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here. Matt Holliday will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in.
Keeping an eye on him.
And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And he'll get back in safely. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Casey Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. hit hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the RBI single.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow MLB The Show. The Mariners win it 2-1. Good night from Seattle.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 2 runs, 6 hits,